Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, being Sheree. Sitting here just chilling or whatever. I just wanted to sit and chat for a while. I'm sitting here enjoying my night alone, as usual. Um, I just want to talk about a few things. Small chat about um, being a preacher's daughter, which my dad is deceased now. He passed away. Both my parents passed away in '99, but being a preacher's daughter, just different shit, family shit, you know. So here we go. Being a preacher's daughter. As you know, you go to church all the time. That's all you do. Especially if you're in a Kojic church. And I know several of you talk about the Kojic church, but that's basically where I'm from, the Kojic church. And my dad was a pastor. My grandfather was a pastor. And so basically, that's how I grew up. And as they always say, preacher's kids is the worst one, but I doubt it because I done seen some ratchet ass folks out here, and they daddies ain't no preacher, ain't none of that going on. They just ratchet. Parents have taught them well, have made sure they had the best of the best, and they just ratchet. That's what they choose to be. So it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. I only have one sister that's in church now, and that's what it is. We a normal family. We have problems. We have the Kojic church, which, all your aunties and uncles sweep shit up under the rug as usual. So you know how that go. Sweep shit up under the rug, get mad at you, pray in a bad way on you, not a good way, but a bad way. Just pray on you all type of ways. So it is what it is. If you don't go to their church, you a sinner. So that's another thing. If you was born and raised in that Kojic church and you decide to go to a different church, you got a problem. That's how they feel. You got a problem. You no longer a part of them. They not finna too much deal with you. They gonna turn their nose up at you. It just is what it is. And my dad's dad built the church and had the church, but he let other people come in and take it over. After my papa died, my aunt's husband took it over. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it. All we can do is pray for them. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, in a positive way. I don't want to pray for them in a bad way. I wrote a couple of things down, things that I would like to talk about. So one of them is shit my brother used to say to females at the club. So back in the days, we used to go to the club or whatever, little juke joints. And my brother Keith, I love him to death. He's my best friend until I got married to my husband. My brother is still my best friend, but sometimes when you have a husband that you close to like that, they take the place. So he's still my best friend to this day. Shout out to Huntsville Correctional Facility where he is. I love you, Keith. Um, but shit he used to say. He used to say shit to bitches like, "Oh, your hair's pretty" and shit, and they fall for that shit. "Oh, my hair's pretty. Who did your hair?" And they used to say what beauty shop back in the days. It was House of Brown and all that shit. So they used to talk about that, and he used to be like, "Well, I did my sister hair. Mind you, I'm over there getting lit in a motherfucker. Don't know what, I hear him, but I don't think that he gonna say that he did my hair, but I end up in the conversation anyway, and he be like, I did my little sister hair, and then I be looking like, what is he talking about? And the girl say, oh, her hair is cute or whatever, and you be like, what? And she be like, he permed your hair, and you like, what? And so he used to get away with that line. He used to say all kind of stuff. He used to say that he took care of his kids. He used to say just this crazy shit. Hey, he took care of him, but the way he used to say, he had custody of him, which he did not. So just small things he used to say at the club. When we fought together. He gonna go in the trunk or whatever he need to do. And that's what he did. It is what it is. You know how families is. You go to the club together, you gonna get down together. And that's the way it is. Shout out to Keith again. It's my boy for life. Being a mom and going to school. Well, I'm being a mom, a wife, and I was going to school at one point. I went to Texas School of Business, medical assistant. I did it. I worked at a doctor's office. I managed to I had 4 kids. One was in elementary, well, 2 was in elementary. One was in junior high, and the other one I think I hadn't got my other son yet in junior high. So it was crazy, but being that I had insomnia or whatever, it was a little easier. My husband went to work early in the morning, so I would get up, probably make dinner or whatever for that day when we got home. After school, pick up my son. Wait till my other children came home off the bus, or either I would pick them up. So that was basically my day. On the weekend, we did go out to dinner, go different places, movies and things, spend quality time with my husband and kids. So, it was pretty good until they started being teenagers. Then some more bullshit came. But we gonna pray for that, and I digress. But anyway, so we're gonna also talk about pushing away from ignorant family members. And when I say family members, that includes family and in-laws, because they're family too, whether we want to say it or not. Sometimes they family too, and we just gotta push away from this ignorant shit that they got going. Being messy, trying to run your life, trying to control what's going on in your house, because that's what a lot of them do. Try to control what's going on in your house, and that's not just gonna happen over here in the Brown family. We can't do that. So. Shout out to the families that don't do that, and don't try to try to separate your husband and your wife from each other, because you have family members try to be messy in the mud, trying to separate husband and wife just because they life is not like yours. So when their life is not like yours, they tend to pry and pick and want to start shit. And sometimes not saying in my relationship, but sometimes one of the spouses falls for that shit and think they missing something, and they not. That's stupid as hell. If you living a good life and you have a husband and a wife that's you happy with, and everything is going good, why let a family member come in and try to fuck your shit up? Because that's what they try to do. Whether it be in-laws or not, they come in and try to mess your whole family up. So basically, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. They'll say, "Oh, girl, if I was you, man, if I was you." No. Like what Charlie Murphy say? Wrong. Don't let the motherfuckers come in your house and tear your playhouse down, because they will. They will. Brother, sister, mama, daddy, auntie, cousin, uncle will try to fuck your shit up just so they can sit back and laugh. So we're not going to do that. Staying out of your grown kids' relationships is another thing. I have 4 children. Well, not 4 children. I have 4 adults. And we tend to want to take up for our kids and things like that when they're in relationships. And guess what? We wasting our time. You go out there and fight them motherfuckers if you want to, and pull guns on them and act a fool and all that good shit. And guess what? They gonna walk in the house and be mad at you. Don't do it. They gonna act up with you. Let them have it. Let them have it. I have learned. Let them have it. Don't sit there and fight with your kids over who they need to talk to, who they don't need to talk to. Cause in the end, they gonna talk to who they want to talk to, and guess what? You gonna be sitting mad, looking stupid, pouting, trying to run out. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's your best bet. Um, I have another one down here, but that'll be a cooking show. It's how to make cannabis, which we'll be doing that. And if you're not, if you're concerned and you want to be healthy with your cannabis, you might want to use olive oil instead of butter, because that's what I use. I use olive oil. You know, we don't want to fuck up your heartstrings and your cholesterol and all that good stuff. So I use olive oil when I make cannabis, which I haven't had in, oh my God, some months. And Lord, let's talk about these neighbors again. When you live in those apartments, please, people, please, when you have dogs, make sure you have a dog that's a breed. Not a dog off the street and you have more than one. Don't have three. I don't understand how we get these apartments and we have three goddamn dogs in the house. And don't none of them, we can't say they're a pit. We can't say they're a German Shepherd, a Terrier, or nothing. They just screaming and hollering all night, all day. Then you got kids in the house. Then you got like 4 or 5 adults in the house. That ain't gonna work. I know that house stink. I really do. I know it stink. Because they got all them dogs in there. And the dogs run all night long, right along with the children who don't go to sleep. So, it is what it is. It's a terrible thing. And I'm right under them. So, when we walk outside, the dogs bark loud. Dogs all on the patio. They trying to run out. Get in the house. Get out. Now you need to leave them outside. Now, I don't have nothing against people having pets, but make sure it's some kind of breed of pet, not just anything. And then you have them in the house all day, and then when you do let them out, you let them out on the patio for a second. You don't take them walking for shit. Matter of fact, they don't take them dogs walking at all. Them dogs in that house or on the patio. But anyway, we're going to pray for them. We're going to pray for them, y'all. We're going to pray, because I don't know how long we got to be here. I'm asking God to help us, because I don't want to be here a long, long time. This is terrible. This is terrible. But like I say, I know it's a setback for a big comeback. You can't tell me nothing different. You cannot. You can't tell me nothing different. It's killing me. And then they don't speak, which I'm fine with, because, you know, we got the pound of cooking out here. That's what Jolene and Busy Blue say, the pound of cooking. So we got the pound of cooking out here. So when we walk on the sidewalk, they walk way on one side, we walk way on the other. No, we don't speak, because I don't want nobody to hit me with the pound of cooking, with the C stuff, with the C19. So I don't need that in my life. And the people on the side of us got a dog, but they dog so little you can barely see it through the burglar bars. You can't even see it. So I'm not worried about that dog. But these people upstairs, Lord Jesus, help them. Help them. I don't even drink, but tonight I'm drinking wine, and I don't even drink no more. I don't even drink no more. And y'all know it ain't good to try to go upstairs and knock on the door. Because it's 2 niggas in there, one big, one short, but the one short look like the baby. So I don't know. He ain't finna bust me all up in my motherfucking face. I'm not having it. So you can't do that to people nowadays. People will shoot you. It ain't no such thing as using your fist no more. People don't use their fists. People shoot now, which is not good. Not good at all. So I'm sitting here. I ain't had nothing better to do, so I decided to go down my little list that I wrote when I first wanted to start YouTube, and just talk about some things that I had on my list. So that's what I did. I'm patiently waiting for my husband. And when we do start the cooking shows, I will be, he'll be cooking some of the recipes that he likes that we have together. But what I need for y'all to do while we sitting here is hit like and subscribe, because I'm just talking my ass off and I forgot on the other video to tell y'all to hit like and subscribe. But I'm telling y'all tonight, if y'all up and your finger can reach the goddamn button to hit like and subscribe, I really need some likes. I really would like a lot of people to view my content, whether you like it or not. Hit like, hit the notification bell if you have one. And I'll be back with another video, not tonight, but I'll be back with another one soon. And remember, stop putting stars where they don't belong. And we will get into that very, very soon. Because I'm talking about niggas and females that we put up on a pedestal and we think that that's where they belong, and in the end they dog your ass out and turn their nose up at your ass after you didn't put them where they was or help them come up. So we're gonna talk about that. On one of these segments, we're gonna talk about stop putting these stars where they don't belong. And y'all have a good night.